The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by
look to take charge at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, and we're going to bring it to you live. For the Dallas Mavericks, they won their last contest, that game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize as a team and bring it together.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Scola. Then it's Mr. Clutch. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Carroll in at the small forward position. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. They set the pick. Nowitzki a screen. And Williams, here we go. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And last year, we saw Coach Rick Carlisle pass the 600-win mark. Former Coach of the Year award winner, has had so much success here in Dallas. One of many coaches to play for the 80s Celtics.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Rick Carlisle. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact the game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with it.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Williams, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers, and it's wide right, hits off the rim. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Mr. Clutch. Good on the baseline, Jay. Mr. Clutch has got 5.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Parsons against Carroll. Nowitzki sets a screen for Parsons. He kicks it to Nowitzki. 5 to shoot. Here's Pachulia. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there. You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And when you watch Wes Matthews, you see he's just a fantastic perimeter defender, Clark. He can match up well at either the 2 or the 3.
His combination, Kevin, of length and strength and lateral movement make him an outstanding defensive player.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
To the inside, here's Parsons, and he banks in the layup.
And for Matthews, you know, he knows that he's a strong defender. And so last year, his claim was he was the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Now here's DeRozan after the miss from Deron Williams.
Listen, he has a chance to be considered the best two-way player at his position, and not sure if he is the clear-cut winner of that debate, but he is in the conversation.
Now here's Parsons. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Nowitzki, no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Well, the one word you can use to describe the Raptors' postseason last year, disaster. I mean, Greg, nothing went right for them.
Yeah, I mean, after that great regular season, they were completely just manhandled by the Wizards, swept out of the first round in 4 straight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Pachulia. Anderson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Evan Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Berea subbed in for Williams.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Carroll for three. That's good. Carroll's got 6.
When I tell you, the Raptors really were befuddled with how that series went. I mean, they just never got things going and became the first team to get swept with home court advantage in the playoffs since 2011.
Now here is Harris. Talking about that win against the Lakers. He was a big factor in that game as well. Here's the screen. Here's Berea. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And guys, you look at the Raptors last season and how they stumbled at times. You could see that they would have trouble in the postseason with the way they were constructed. I don't think anybody saw a sweep coming. That's where they ended up being.
And the Mavericks with possession here. The Raptors getting the bucket. Villanueva inside. Guarded by Valanciunas. Shot by Villanueva, no good.
Tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy. How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
How about to glide in and then also to reverse it.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. The Mavericks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And both free throws good for Berea. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good on the buzzer beater. Had a chance to hear from DeMar DeRozan talking about his team's impressive play of late.
We all just playing together.
Let's take him back.
And DeMar is definitely a guy, Greg, that knows how to infuse that chemistry and teamwork on the floor. It looks like he's a big reason why they're clicking.
Kevin, no doubt. And attitude, such a huge factor in being successful as an individual, but really also as a team. I think we've seen him really embrace that attitude as he's matured as a player.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Scola out there with DeMar Carroll. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's DeRozan in at the 2-guard.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap. Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Berea.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in it.
Matthews goes in. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for Harris. Here's Nowitzki. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will come the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And during this last season, I felt like the first time we saw real signs of wear and tear from all the years of him playing. His field goal percentage, points per game, rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play, utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
Here's Barea. That 3 off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Chandler Parsons comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Anderson in for Matthews. Barea kicks to Pachulia. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Parsons. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here is the long-range jumper. 20 points for Mr. Clutch.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
And it's Williams again missing.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Shot's good.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Anderson passes to Pachulia. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And count it. This shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really, they've backed off of working it inside. I mean, they haven't gotten it inside as much as they did earlier in the game, and I think they've got to get back to that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Pachulia. And Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure. I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Mr. Clutch gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Mr. Clutch has got 28.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And the first half.
I'm here with Rick.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie, it's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny, what? All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. all of his looks were good looks.
Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Williams, and it's Pachulia in at center. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. In the corner, Parsons with it. They set the screen off the pick. Toronto grabs the miss. And Chandler Parsons really set off a Texas rivalry last year, drafted by the Rockets in the second round. He received an offer sheet in free agency from the team's rival, the Dallas Mavericks. Eventually chose Dallas, injured in the playoffs, hurt a knee, only played the one game. But I think they've got great things ahead for him with the Mavs.
Yeah, Carson was a restricted free agent, so that meant the Rockets could match if they wanted to, but they declined to match Dallas's offer, which sent Parsons packing to step the road in Texas. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, back to the topic of Parsons' free agency, the offer from the Mavs was 3 years, $46 million. Houston didn't want to go that high, so they reluctantly let Parsons leave. Ultimately, Houston filled Parsons' small forward role with the signing of Trevor Ariza. Not bad.
Dallas making a switch here. Berea's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Howard's checked in, and he gets the bucket. That's 12 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Mid-air theatrics. Looks like he's just walking on the wind, switching hands before that slam.
Adding just a touch of class to that throwdown.
How about easy to lose control of the basketball, but the way he did it, you can tell he knew what he was doing.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Courtesy of Keelan.
And talking about the Texas showdown over Parsons last year, even his teammates got involved. After Parsons left, James Harden reacted saying that Dwight Howard and Harden were the cornerstones of the Rockets. But that's probably nothing compared to the rivalry that the two teams' ownerships felt.
Kicks to Berea. It's deflected. Pachulia dishes to Parsons. Just 4 to shoot. Tries again. Good on the shot. Parsons got 10.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Passes it to Scola. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And Pachulia pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wide open. And he can't bank that one in. The pass to Mr. Clutch. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Matthews into the lane and stolen by Scola. And here they come. The finish.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Close loose. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal. Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Harris kicks to Berea. Stripped away. Now the Raptors moving it up. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
A different look for Dallas. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Nowitzki. Anderson comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Darren Williams is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Williams with a clean look. Cans the shot from the wing. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. Raptors leading by 21. Here's Mr. Clutch. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Anderson gets it to go.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Raptors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Here's Carroll. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Williams against Lowry. Williams attacking. Here's Villanueva. The layup off target.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Jamari Carroll is out there with Scola. Then there's Lowry. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Good on the shot. Villanueva's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the man.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And good on the basket. Book it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
The drive by Lowry. Here's Carroll. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Darren Williams.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Matthews comes in for Harris. And it's dropped. They recover it. And the basket by Nowitzki.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Scola passes to Carroll. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Pachulia comes in for Charlie Villanueva. And Barea subbed in for Darren Williams. Barea, no good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That's his first foul.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
Right side Matthews. To the middle. Here's Pachulia. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Carroll. Toronto working the ball around now. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mr. Clutch has got 41. Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny it.
A great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check.
Parsons' shot is off.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 sets.
Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. He feeds it to Barea. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Valanciunas. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Barea dishes to Nowitzki. Feeds to Parsons. Nowitzki a screen. Parsons attacking. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Pachulia. Anderson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. That's Felton in for J.J. Barea.
Some really terrific numbers for Mr. Clutch. He's got 41 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Dallas. Harris comes in for Wesley Matthews. Here's Pachulia and Scola with the block.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
But their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And in a 2-game season series, you love taking charge of game 1. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Mavericks.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Mr. Clutch. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Pachulia with it. Valanciunas is there. Pachulia, no luck.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Felton kicks to Harris. It's Anderson with the drive. It's stolen by Valanciunas. There's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Felton. The shot by Lowry, no good. Outside Felton. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg.
Kyle, how?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Talk about lighting that second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
He was an offensive dynamo for them tonight. The way it was going, you could see.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.